Yeah, day one. Bring the balance. Let's go. Started in the chats, yeah, the day one crew. Just Machado streams where the friendship grew. Two moms balancing the real life grind with 100 different storylines on the mind. We're navigating timelines, skipping through the noise. Kept in our peace while we're balancing the boys. Moon brings the love, keeps the energy bright. While ocean brings the spice, yeah, she brings the bite. The perfect little balance when the timelines cross. Can't really the chat like an absolute boss. My screen is flashing, the drama's non-stop, so I'm hitting up your phone like, can you talk? Too much in the DMs, we need a verbal deep dive. Connecting all the dots just to keep the Lord alive. We might miss the stream, but we never miss a beat. Taking all the puzzle pieces, making them complete. Yeah. Oceans on the move, checking Ray from Dallas. Melanie and EDB building up the palace. Turtle boy beats, yeah, she got the whole scoop. Bringing all the details right back to the loop. Our moves are snuggling in with the perps and the rest. When we put it all together, yeah, we do it the best. If I miss a late night, I ain't feeling the stress. Cause I know my girl Ocean's gonna clean up the mess. Hold up, gotta give a shout out to the link with purple. Ocean made the intro, expanded the circle. Handed me the sparkly crown, shining so bright. Got the mod branch glowing in the middle of the night. Forever grateful for the connecting the vision. Two minds, one track on a brand new mission. In the DMs, we need a verbal deep dive. Connecting all the dots just to keep the law alive. We might miss a stream, but we never miss a beat. Taking the mic now for Ocean Moon's live.
When you're committed to the truth, you also don't need a million fucking people. You just need a backbone. You just need a spine. That's it. That's all you need is a fucking spine.
Hi, Jill.
I wanted to say meow, 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 meow. Good morning, Ben Rosa.
Can you talk? Moons.
Hello.
Hi. I feel short again, but oh well. I'm going to sit up straight because J7 is keeping track of who's sitting up straight.
I heard.
What
she doesn't know.
She has no idea. What she has unleashed.
What she doesn't know is I have horrible posture. And this chair sucks. So
Yeah,
like I have to sit like on the edge. Like my back isn't touching the back of the chair, you know?
Right.
So anyways.
I don't even have a desk chair. I'm like, I'm going to do this for a month. I'm doing this for a month before I commit to a chair. Oh my God.
It's all good. It's all good. I thought she was going to send them, you know, right away, but it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, late night edition. It's almost 11 Eastern, almost 10 my time. I might not make it through this live without falling asleep. We'll see.
Well, we can always go shorter. It was not as dramatic as I thought it was going to be. Thank you, God. Okay, I'm going to challenge you to have a good time while we're doing this, whatever that may take, because I don't want to disappoint Jolene.
Okay. Yeah.
She's my new bestie.
It's always a good time here. What are you trying to say?
Well, I'm really conscious now that we look like a bunch of sad sacks, and I will not fail Jolene. Jolene, I'm coming. It's not.
We're serious. We're not.
We're
sad.
serious.
We're serious.
Yeah. Well, I meant we're seriously coming. Yes, but that too.
It's been a fucking it's been a traumatic 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Hi, Lauren. Yeah, I'm over it too.
But we're only here for the views anyway, so that's okay. We're only here for the views.
And the money.
So Jolene, really, could you please get some people over here so we could at least get to 1,000 before we've been doing this for 5 weeks? Come on. We count on you.
There it is. Thank you, Jess. Thank you. I just got the notification thingy that she sent her viewers. So cool.
Nice.
Thank you, Jess. Thank you guys. So, first I want to tell you, do you know how many members we have?
I don't
Oh,
know.
thank you, Jess. She just gifted 10 memberships. You didn't need
Oh,
to do that.
thank you, Jess. It's my goal to try and get everyone to just say thank you whenever they get something, you included. Not that
Laura
you don't
also
deserve
got a membership. Thank you, Laura.
We really appreciate gifting memberships and people being here and hitting
So
the
now
line.
guess, what is our total count? Guess. Take a wild guess.
60,
Higher.
80.
Higher.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked. Like 150.
I know you haven't looked.
Well, somebody has to not do the work. I mean, come on. I'm packing my bags around here. What? How many?
82.
That's amazing.
82.
Thank you. I mean,
Yeah.
when did we first start being able to have memberships? Like last week? Something like that? Hasn't been that long.
It's been
I
a
don't think.
couple of weeks. I think it's been
Has
a
it?
couple of weeks now. Yeah. Yeah. But the last time I looked, it was like maybe 31, maybe 40. I don't even remember. So
Well, I have looked past then, so I didn't know what wild number we were going to end up with.
y'all are being super generous. They're saying 210 in the chat.
Wow. Well, and already thank
827.
you to the replay crew because yeah, the replay crew, as Jess would say, you know, they're the only comments she reads. Not us. We read them all. No, she does read the other comments. But the replay crew, when they replay and then leave a comment that is really extra, I feel like. And we've had so many great comments on the past couple of shows.
Yeah, I may be on the replay crew if I can't make it through.
What do you mean? He's not leaving me here with the masses. All right. So what stood out to you? What stood out to you? Let's talk about it. And also, if you feel the need to rage at somebody, now that you're over here, you're allowed to make one rage comment to another creator. And you know who you were mad at, but I was like, could we not do that in the chat right now, please?
What are you talking about?
They know who they are.
Oh.
Just trying to keep it. Listen.
Apparently you were raging out too.
I was not raging out. All my comments were directed to
everybody was saying you needed to be put on a leash. Not
everybody. One person said that. You were such an This is why I need to be free. I need to be free. And I will speak to those things. And J7 can come on over too. And so can Kane. By the way, I did at one point say, Kane, the war is on and you can't come into the chat. You're still banned. But at the end, I said to Jess,
he?
He's still banned.
But at
the end, I said, let's Crystal, quit ratting me out, girl. Okay? Loose lips sink ships. And also, unless you've actually experienced everything that we have.
She has no accountability, Crystal. None.
Who? Me?
She fits in real good in this community.
Who?
Yes,
Me?
Yes, we're still shitting on you for your unbiased opinions as a mod.
What I was saying, and I stand by it, and if we want to start out with what I was saying, that's fine. I felt like J7 needed to take the opportunity to speak in I feel this. Because it was a whole lot of, well, Baker, and it's Jake's fault. Girl, this is not the night for that. I love you. It's not the night for it, you know, like, because the person that is really experiencing the heat from all of this is Jess. And we know that.
I agree with you, but what if she doesn't realize she's doing it?
What if she does?
You know?
Even if she does, you know.
What if she doesn't?
Say it, then and have her maybe recognize that, then not say it, because
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
don't accept responsibility for yourself when you're given the chance to accept responsibility for yourself, you know, that just keeps
Yep.
it going.
Yeah.
And
So
also,
let's back
there were a
up.
few, yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
So how were you feeling before the interview?
Like it was going to be a train wreck.
So you weren't positive. What? Thank you, Kelly, for your 50. Thank you so much. Why were you taking strays over on X today? Moons to you. Love the music making segment. That was fun. We're always taking strays on X.
Isn't that our job?
We're
Wait.
bad girls.
What's that shirt that I say is our first merch? It's not our job. Well, who do you think did do it? That's not our job.
But if
Best
I had to
answer.
guess, it was probably Ocean. She's a lot more active in recent weeks over there. So, but they love
I don't
to
even know. I don't even know.
tag me and all that stuff. So
I wasn't really feeling like it was anything more than usual, you know?
yeah.
So, okay, so let's read what some of these people felt beforehand. Trepidation, such a good word. I guess we could pop them on up here.
I was feeling, I mean, indifferent. I wasn't feeling bad or good, honestly. I feel like Jess is a very good interviewer. I trust her. I definitely knew she wasn't bringing J7 on to create more shit. I think it was more of a like, this is the end of the chapter. Let's give her a platform to have her voice and tell her story. And obviously, there were some boundaries that she had given her. I'm not sure exactly what they were, but you could kind of tell throughout. She was like, no, like, stay clear and concise with your answers. Do not go off on a tangent.
I don't know that you can do those ahead of time with J7 because
yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but she was firm with her, you know.
I mean, if it was an insurance quote,
yes.
Yes. And I know that J7 has a lot to say, but God damn, girl, write a book.
Know.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I would say that more people felt like I did.
Nervous.
I was a little nervous.
Jello Kitty was a little nervous.
I had no clue while she was coming on the show, LOL, but I know she would behave. You have a lot of faith, girl. Of course, you know, I was there throughout a lot of shit that went down, like actually right there, like when shit was posted and, you know, so I did think that she would remain calm. And I do appreciate the fact that she's, you know, making it like a sense of humor or whatever. And she did go through a lot. Like, I don't think Jess understands what it was like in the chats for her. And there were some people in there that wrote like a really good explanation of what it was like for her. And there were so many layers of hate. And I kind of feel like that's what we're experiencing now, like these whole layers of hate, like that these people are so obsessed with making somebody's life miserable. That's their own insecurities, but they know how to direct it at people and how to get other people to do it too. So, you know.
Yeah. So Tara says she was confident in Jess's interview skills or interview abilities.
Oh, absolutely. I wasn't worried about Jess. I wasn't worried about Jess. I was sweating. Ye of little faith here. Yes. In fact, I didn't think this interview was a good idea because I really don't feel like people who think that she's a liar or whatever, all this shit happened. And it doesn't matter how many receipts there are because we've tried to show receipts and the door was closed. So there was no longer any talk about this, no receipts needed. And, and you know, I get why that person was saying that. I actually feel like that person was trying to help J7. And by saying, give me these because I've been fighting for you all day. I want you to see these, you know? And I feel like we've probably already done that, but they may be not all in one place.
Yeah. Well, and I could tell by some of those comments or the text messages that she was getting that people are they still have questions. They still want to see receipts. And I feel like we've gone over this. Somebody asked for a timeline. I feel like we've gone over this. It's just probably in multiple live streams at this point.
As Nurse Kim pointed out so beautifully the other day, you assume that people know and have the details, but we're talking about people that come in and out of here all hours of the day and night, all on different days. And I don't think that's always true that people have any idea.
I get it. Yeah. Yep.
And also some people are,
even if we do give the receipts, they're still going to move the goalpost. You know, what is it? Is it really going to solve anything?
For instance,
they'll have more questions, more things to argue.
For instance, I know that we showed it here. We played it here when the expert is going through his whole spiel about he thinks it's just, he doesn't name her. But guess what? If I say there's a girl that lives in Texas with dark hair and a purple shirt on, and she's the host of Ocean Moons Live, I don't have to say your name to know it's you. You know, I mean, that argument does not hold water. Just because there was no specific person named, the intent was there. And since everyone is looking about intent, I will say that showed intent.
Yeah.
And the other thing, because I, have followed the expert and, I know that he does really good things too. To hear her say, now I don't know if it's true or not, but to hear her say that he knew that she was making all these, I don't know what they were, burner accounts or different names or whatever. Like he thought it was funny and they were going to be able to win him back over or whatever. I was surprised, and also not surprised that we hadn't heard it before, because she would want to have his back. Because throughout the whole thing, she's always wanted to have everybody's back, including Turtle Boys.
Yep.
I mean, that's why when she said, "You're here for the First Amendment," I wasn't surprised to hear her say that, because Turtle Boys' freedom is extremely important to her.
Yeah.
But
I'm really glad that came up. Excuse me, because I do. I don't really see Jess's show as fighting for First Amendment rights. I really don't. I just feel like and again, it's like I'm a broken record. Like I feel like she can grow outside of this community. She's different. She's a different league. Doesn't mean that those, First Amendment causes aren't important to her. It's just not something her show is about.
Mrs.
So I'm really glad that came up.
Didn't mean to cut you. I just noticed Mrs. Rossi gifted. Did you say this already? If you did, I'm sorry.
No, I didn't. Mrs. Rossi, thank you.
Yes. I mean, you are an angel. Thank you so much for gifting 10 Ocean Moons Live memberships.
And I see a lot of people saying thank you. So if you receive one, yes, please tell Mrs. Rossi thank you. And the Jess ones earlier too, if you received one.
Yes. Jess also gifted 10 earlier, which we really appreciate. We also got a big super chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the thing with Jess, what I was going to say is, I feel like she wears many hats, and so he's used to the Jess that's gone to court, the Jess that wrote about him in prison, the Jess that, political things, the person that gets printed, that Jess who tweets, whatever. And I mean, he said he didn't like it. He said it sucked. He said he didn't watch it. So I understand that he wouldn't know that she never talks about that on there, that this is about going to society, getting a coffee, and getting to Charles in the parking lot so we can maybe have a seagull war. I mean, like if you tried to explain it to somebody, they just would not get it. And it's all about our kids and family and
Appreciative is here for the entertainment. Don't forget.
Oh, good. Well, Appreciative, we're so happy that you're here. Thank you. We're appreciative.
I mean, I feel like we did our part. Like, we knew the fundraiser was coming up. She shouted it out multiple times. She reminded us. She gave us a date and a time for her appearance. We held our donations that day until she appeared. We made our donations and we raised $10,000. I mean, if that doesn't show our support for the cause, I don't know what will, but
Oh, everybody's going to have their own private beef about what they didn't like about what he said. I wasn't impressed when he talked shit about talking in the car. I love the car rides because I am also in the car. Yeah, there were a lot of people absolutely panicked about what were they going to do on their ride to work because they just want to hear Jess talking. There's something very entertaining about hearing her talk. And also, she's not on camera every single morning. Like, I don't know how anybody was going to go through any documents when she's driving.
Yep.
And I just feel like a lot of that.
I think that's what gets under their skin the most is that she's so successful. She's in the car, not in a studio. She's, not on camera. She's faceless. And we all still listen.
I don't even think they probably thought about that. Really? I don't think
sure they have. I'm sure they have.
Okay. Well, I don't know about that because when you think about wanting to go through documents, you think about somebody who is on and you see them and they're doing things with other documents, not seagulls. And if I'm feeding seagulls and talking to the fishermen, how am I going to do documents? Now, honestly, if I had one moment that I would have changed or wished that had been different, it was when she said, I just don't want to talk about it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Like, that is when you saw, to me, the real hurt, because I feel like if she just said, what do you think? I'm not going to talk about this? I always talk about you. I'm going to talk about this, and just talked about it. That is really what he wanted, in my opinion, just the support of knowing that his friend was still going to talk about it.
Yeah.
To me, that's where I saw, and it reminded me kind of like a brother and sister thing, like sort of a sibling thing when, I could see the brother saying, don't try and cry and make me feel bad,
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, Lordy. But I feel like, my God, Patrick Ford. Why are you on here and not doing documents or whatever you said?
Yes. I know. Yeah. He's hilarious. I saw you being very risky this morning in the chat. You asked him a serious question. Do you remember what happened last time? Yeah.
That's a serious question.
Pat Ford.
Oh,
this morning.
No, Pat Ford and I are fine. I'm in his army. I was the first one to enroll. And
Do you remember what happened the last time he was asked a serious question?
You got banned.
Yes.
I wasn't worried. I knew that you were there. You were a mod. He couldn't he wasn't a mod at that time. And plus, I really wanted to hear what
joking. I'm trying to entertain.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to it. What he said, something like, I asked him, I said, how do you think she should handle this? And whatever his answer was, I did clip it to look at it, but I haven't looked at it since then. But a lot of people agreed. And it was basically, if somebody is making fun of you, you ignore them, no matter how painful it is, because the more you pay attention to it, the worse it's going to be.
It's what they want. Yeah.
Plus, I mean, I'm going to say again, she is a comedian. That's what she does. And like, it's mean, but that's what a lot of comedians do. I remember seeing,
Yeah.
I can't remember. I have to think of which comic it was just recently who was getting roasted, and he has a years long beef with somebody, and they ended it that night.
I don't
but
know. But
yeah,
I was asking you if you had seen the beginning of her show after her intro. And
tonight,
I think you said no. No.
this morning. I mean,
Jolene's
I feel
show?
like, oh no, Jolene's show, no. Don't tell her I
No.
haven't watched her show yet. Jolene, I will catch up on
I know
everything.
I know how you like to jump in the middle and think that you absorbed all the information.
I never think that.
However, if you start
Mom, I
if
really
you
don't.
start at the
I'm just
beginning,
responding. Like, okay, so other people might jump in the beginning and still have no idea what's going on by the time they get to wherever, you know? I mean,
anyways, if you
yeah,
after her intro, she
after
does her whole
Jolene's
opening.
intro.
Yeah. And she
Mhm.
talks about how, and you can tell it's scripted. She's probably said it a million times. She
Oh
talks
yeah,
about
yeah,
how
I've heard this about
she's
how
a
it's all
comedian
yeah.
and yeah, it's like
Allegedly
this
and
is
yeah.
satire, don't sue me.
Yeah.
We don't mean to offend, but we
Right.
will offend. Like she
Yes, I have
knows
heard
the
of that.
drill,
Yeah.
and obviously she's been through it once before. But yeah, she does sort of like she gets it. She understands that
Yeah.
not everybody is going to appreciate her jokes.
So I'm going to go back to something because that just reminded me of something hilarious that I saw in one of the clips that she posted of us when without the rest of the context of it. Like, I didn't know you meant the beginning of when she does like her disclaimer. I thought you meant the beginning of like the skit part of it. You know, yes, I've heard her do that
No,
many times, but it reminds me of, oh my God, you read some description of something and it was about being a racist and all this other stuff. And you're like, can you guess who this is about? And I was like, Jess? I mean, I've thought, what are you even talking about? Like, was somebody talking about her? And it wasn't that at all. But they clipped that. So it makes it sound like I'm saying, oh yeah, Jess is all the things that that was just described. And then afterwards, you gave us the context of whatever the hell the thing was. I don't remember. And yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are only
Interesting.
20% accurate and 20% remember anything.
And we talk very slow. So replay crew 2X. Shout out.
2X. Right. Well, we can. There were a couple other points of the
Interview.
Yeah, interview. What I tried to ask you, what stood out for you? What did you think was important?
You know, for me, I think it was the silly stuff. Like, I'm really glad she told her to take her glasses off. I really wish she would show her real face. I feel like that's insecurity right there. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I really wish she would show us those beautiful, I think they're blue eyes. And if she wants a makeup tutorial, shit, girl, I'll give it to you. Like,
wait, hold on. Lauren has one online.
Lauren?
Like yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lauren,
yeah.
Common Sense Investigator?
Yeah. In case you'd like to watch one, she has kindly put
I can
one
hear
online.
J7 saying, no, thank you.
Well, if you're not getting the humor in what I'm saying, means there is no help for you. You're not going to be able to come with me.
So my notes that I took were put Ocean on a leash pronto.
Mm-hmm. You're not going to win here, and neither is old, what's her name that I'm going to have to call out in a minute. Crystal.
Pat Ford got his wrench.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure he hasn't been, anointed yet, but it looks like he's getting his wrench back. So these are my notes.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked how she pressed her about why did you not just stop? Like, why did you keep going? And my my interpretation of that, and this is just my opinion, is like her self-worth. Like, if a man does not want to give you his attention, his time of day, his respect, you don't keep chasing. Like, just have, a little bit higher self-worth and turn your back. It's their loss. Um
Well,
so I'm really glad that she kind of questioned her on that.
but if you go back and listen to the answer, I felt like this is one of the ones where I was like, answer it.
Yeah.
I don't think she answered it at all. And one of the things is, for one thing, she really loved the guy. Secondly, she felt like she was connected to him and that chat. Like those were her friends.
Right.
Third, it's happening out in the wilderness here. And you want to save face and not be like treated badly. And on top of that, that's when it was all happening in the chats where she couldn't go into a chat if he was there. And I mean, because she's told us before that she felt like she lost her friends, like she couldn't talk to her friends, which was true
Right.
because somebody in here was part of that and somebody that we really love and was like, yeah, we really piled on her. It was bad. We didn't understand. Like he told a completely different story. Well, maybe it was
Right.
his story. It was his story. It wasn't her story. And he told his story. And as we see all the time, people just believe it. Like if somebody put a comment up here and it was something that something we had no information about, I know that I wouldn't necessarily believe it just because somebody wrote it. You know what I mean? Like I would say, okay, well, maybe not. And I've seen that happen so many times. Baker never ended it. He just blocked her. That's low. Yeah. Now to hear him talk.
Kelly, during the conversation, she does talk about how they had certain times where, I don't know if you would call it a breakup or whatever, but they would go their separate ways and it would be like a day and then they would come back together. And I kind of suspect, I wonder if there were already issues brewing and that's why they were kind of breaking up, going separate ways for a day and then coming back together. I mean, it's just like a normal, in-person relationship when you break up, get back together, break up, get back together. And then, I have no doubt he probably had enough and he blocked her.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because I think he hadn't had somebody. When you tell somebody no or stop, they're going to stop.
Right.
And that didn't happen. Now she says that the expert was kind of encouraging her to like do these different phones or whatever. I don't know if that's true.
Was interesting. That was interesting. Like he was in her corner, like trying to get them back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did say how boring it was going over documents and he can't pay attention and don't understand why people don't when they can read it themselves. How convenient. LOL. Yeah. Well, we talked about this the other night too. I am sure it's very overwhelming, but he also has, I hope, a team that is prepared and has gone through all these documents that aren't counting on their client to go through them and find things. I know that he's panicked in the sense that he wants to check himself, and I get that feeling, but I also know throwing out a bunch of documents to a bunch of people is not the way that you get any kind of results that are worth anything. In fact, it probably is more confusing because two people can look at the same thing and think two different things. And that's if they even know what the hell intent is or what it looks like, you know?
Right.
Um,
Right.
So, and there's no way to manage the data. It's just, I understand. And, you know, I almost wanted to volunteer you to organize it because I knew I wasn't going to.
Hey, I had ideas. I threw them out.
I know we both did, but we're like, "Meh."
Publius Rising, he shared his method. It's in the Facebook group, so hopefully somebody will share it with him. But
The trial channel shared her
I-
idea.
awesome.
So,
Yeah, I know there's a more efficient way,
oh,
especially
absolutely.
with AI involved these days.
Yeah.
And I love all of you guys that follow and support us, but I just don't know if I could trust my life with you all.
Well, I think it would be interesting to have people point out things that they found out. But the thing is,
Right.
I can
I
already
still
hear
think
him
it's
saying, I already know that. I already know that. I already know that. I already know that, you dumbass. I already know that. Why'd you tell me that? Because honest to God, I mean, just the thought of it is a lot.
It is.
Especially
I
when
know.
we know that there's a way to do it that would be much more efficient and a
Well,
lot
and
more.
honestly, I would have done it as soon as he got charged. Like,
Well,
we're now
You know who's
90
really good
days
at this? Olivia.
time.
I'm sure, and the
Right, right. And wasn't she on their team?
she
I
still
don't know what
is,
happened
I
to
think.
her. Is she?
I think. He said it sucked 1,000 times. Why would he keep saying that? Well, you never notice that sometimes when he loses his temper, he doesn't think about what he's saying? I mean, it's kind of a trademark, right? I don't think he's doing it intentionally. Sometimes he is. But and again, I'm going to say he has reached his maximum freaked out stage about all of this. And the fact that the attorney is costing $100,000 a month, I feel like he just wanted his friends to all say, yes, we will help you. Yes, we will help you. Yes, we will help you. And they could have all done that in a different way, you know, led by Will, who has the skills of Melanie Little.
There you go.
That just shows you the pressure that he was under, you know?
It could be an assembly line. Like, everybody find the time clips, put it into a spreadsheet, and then Will actually goes to look for the clip and he analyzes it and he determines, is this intent or whatever, non-intent? I don't even know what to call it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
and then Will gives the completed spreadsheet to Aiden, says, Aiden, here you go.
right.
Now,
I feel like they must have already identified, well, maybe not, because they might not have the exact charges of what they're looking at, like to say this was an example of intent. But I know one thing that they're doing is beefing up that document. I can't think of the name of whatever it is, the amended complaint. They've already amended it once, and they're just watching everything, you know. So
yeah,
the problem is the receipts did not materialize. I'm with Jess 100% all day, every day, beyond all this nonsense. But Aiden brings receipts, and they did not. Feeding the echo chamber is a disservice to JM. Real feedback. Yes, you might. I don't know if you just got here, but we mentioned that already. And we know that all the receipts have individually been shared, but different places, different ways, and that they should all be together, organized for people that just really want to say, here they are, and we're done now. And I agree. I think that Jess felt like she tried to do that, and in fact did do that when she showed the two things that Baker was mad about, the two things that she said when she showed that one was about Proctor and one was about J7. When she said it, Turtle Boy said, I don't care. I don't care. She said other things. So that's the moving the goalpost part of it all, you know, like if you want the original accusations and the documents, they are available, right? I mean, they are. I just don't feel like people care. They don't care, really. I mean, I appreciate that you do, Sylvia. I do. I appreciate it.
Sylvia, thank you for your 20.
Sylvia, I do. I appreciate that.
I'm curious, Sylvia, are you on X? That is what I would like to know. I feel like a lot of the receipts were posted on X, and if you're not on X, it's possible maybe that's why you're feeling like they're not out there. But
I was just feeling like maybe we should just put like a thing and put them all right there. And if anybody wants them, there they are. We could do that. I feel like we have most of them. But again, Sylvia, and you might have missed this, like the part of the video where Expert is claiming or implying that it is Jess who made the swatting call. He doesn't call her by name because he's not an idiot, but he does everything but, like, you know who he's talking about.
yeah,
And the intent was
makes the insinuation.
Yeah,
for sure.
He insinuates, he implies, whatever. And so, so then you see people saying, oh, he didn't call her by name. Well, you don't have to have a carjacker's name to describe them and have them get arrested. That's not how it works. You don't have to know the name.
Jess has a good point. Oh, wait, wrong one. I didn't realize people were so thirsty for screenshots. My take is that is the wrong thing to do. That's
My
correct.
take is it was the wrong thing to do, but she gets it now. So that's what I'm saying. If they would just put one place, then everybody could just have a go at it, go look away. Yeah. You know what?
I mean, all I needed to see was he flipped out about the sex toys text messages being shared and the sexting text messages being shared. That's what really upset him, and that's what upset Aiden.
Yeah.
Then we come to find out he had already posted a live stream on his channel opening the box from J7.
Okay. So the counter argument. Go ahead, finish. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
He was not offended in this video. He was actually very jovial. He writes thanks J7 multiple times so that the camera can see this little rainbow sticky note. He's like videotaping like from top down his hands because J7 had a thing for his hands.
I don't need to know that. I don't need to know that. I didn't know that. Great. Well, see, the thing is, I'm going to say it again. You're familiar with it because we've talked about it. But again, if you've just been somewhere and heard part of it and whatever, I just say, just put it like all together. A lot of people are saying things that never even happened. Like people are twisting it way out of proportion about things Jess has said or done. It's out of hand. Agreed.
Yeah.
And, I feel like Jess Machado was very brave to give J7 the forum tonight to kind of tell her story because she hadn't had the chance to do that. And, that won't be good enough for the people that don't want it to be good enough for them. But the people in her chat were just so appreciative of J7 and saying how vulnerable she was and how, she's very talented, and she needs to feel better about herself and all things that are easy to say. But when you're the person, it doesn't just happen overnight. First timer here. Well, hi.
Thank you for being here.
We're sorry it's your first time.
We're not very accurate. We're not entertaining.
We're 20% accurate. We are way too serious, and we're trying to get over that. Yeah. And we just came from Jess Machado's show where she did an interview with a troublemaker. I mean, our friend, J7, who was trying to burn the internet down. Yeah. And it was about a sexting thing and hoes before bros. Other than that, I feel like you're caught up right now. Okay, so you said you think Baker was mad because of. Oh, wait, you started to say something and I was almost interrupted, but I stopped myself. I don't remember.
The reason why this all started was he was claiming that he was so offended.
Yeah.
He received this unwanted package.
Yeah.
And he had blocked her because she was psycho.
Mm-hmm.
That's what his story was, right?
Yes. He was so offended that someone would harass him, basically. And I don't know the exact words, but the implication was, oh my God.
I think I heard.
this stalker has sent him these unwanted sex toys, and it is beyond belief, and that men can be abused too. All true things. But then when you look behind the curtain and you see him opening things and encouraging people to send him things, and knowing, I feel like what happened was he just was pissed off that J7 wouldn't leave him alone. And he had to block her. And then I think she was vocal about that other places, couldn't go into chats, was upset about it, said some shit about him on Jess's show and on Rat House. Like, again, I would like to say to anybody who has anybody on their show, like, just try and shut somebody up when they say something that you're not expecting them to say. You can't, you're not platforming that person. You're having that person answer. And then afterwards, she apologized for it because she knew that she didn't want her talking about Baker. And, you know, J7 is as impulsive as Turtle Boy. Like, sometimes she says stuff that she shouldn't. And sometimes he says stuff that he shouldn't. I'm sure we all do. But it happened. It happened. And I mean, I feel like they thought Jess was making excuses for J7 or, you know, whatever. And you know what? Maybe she was, because we made excuses for her. Like, we did. But
Our excuses were, we felt she deserved a conversation. And at the time, we
Right.
were only hearing one side of the story. And we
Correct.
said that.
mhm.
We were open to hearing the other side. And he said he doesn't do drama until he came to America and had Four Locos. And then he decided he does drama and
Yeah.
went on his rant. Now, I want to say something. If you watch his show,
Uh-huh.
can you seriously tell me that there are no references or sexual innuendos in his presentations?
There are. But it's always been like very lighthearted. It's like part of
Okay.
part of his skit, part of his act,
And
part of
when
his
he's
whatever.
in other people's chats, are his
Yeah.
comments ever the same? Very
I don't-
sexual
I
in
don't know.
nature.
I haven't really seen him.
You don't? I can't
No.
believe it.
I
Okay.
see
I've
kidding
I've
around
seen
things, but I wouldn't.
screenshots
You've seen
on
I
Twitter. Yep. About women cleaning their pipes or some shit. Like,
haven't. Okay. Well, again, the fact is they had this relationship, this sexting, texting relationship, and he wanted it to end.
yeah,
And
yeah,
she
yeah. But what
didn't.
I'm saying is, like, these are the receipts that I saw that for me was enough for me to decide, okay, I can't trust him. He's presenting a different side than what we thought was true. So there's that.
Yeah. Kane is able. Kane, did you, just as I was speaking to him and you took him away? Get back
That
here.
was the old comment that's been up there for like 5 minutes.
I'm sorry. I was looking at you, pretending to want to hear what you were saying.
Liz,
Elizabeth.
thank you so much for your 100. Hundo is what they say.
99.99. She said she sent the toys before he blocked her. Yeah, she did. And we watched him unpack them, except we didn't see him unpack those exact ones, but we knew they were there. We heard about the Emily C t-shirt or whatever, you know.
Yep.
I mean, this is much to do about nothing that has spun into a sex scandal.
It's dumb. It's dumb.
Yeah,
Like,
it really is.
dude.
And then what happened was the whole
Bolaskety.
Tennessee.
He is not a saint.
It's not a
Thank you.
saint. Well, all I
Yeah.
meant was, other women who consensually texted with him or whatever, apparently would stop if he said to stop. And this one didn't. It was out of control. He couldn't control her, which is, you know, Yeah, I get
And
why that
and
would
I
be alarming.
actually probably believe him based on the behavior that we've seen from her.
And then the two
But I don't.
the two photos drop. And yeah, that was in the middle of a cat fight. I'm not even going to say what the comments were when that was happening. Sylvia.
Thank you for your 20 again. Yes, I'm not talking about what took place post JM original harmless comedic comments. I'm talking about the swatting. Oh, we thought you were talking about Baker. I'm talking about the allegations.
I mean,
Oh,
I
she's
figured
not
she also wanted them.
talking about how he was abusive and controlling receipts.
Okay.
So okay, I think I get it.
He was the I mean, what do you call that? Like,
yeah. So it
she's
has been
submissive.
shared that his style of sexting is dominatrix. I don't know.
No, that's the girl.
Dominant.
He's
Dominant?
dominant. She's submissive.
Dom.
As
submissive.
J7 would say, she has to be in charge of everything at work. So
Is it like a 50 Shades of Grey kind of?
yeah,
But
I mean, yeah,
like Oceans Apart.
Yeah, leave my name out of it.
Basically, how I interpret that is he likes to
tell her what
the
to
woman
do,
what to
and
do.
she wanted to be told what to do.
And you could tell based on her text messages, there were some where I think she did say like, yes, sir, or yes, I can do that for you. Like very submissive, like.
But I don't know.
Again,
I mean,
we only saw like one or two. And trust me, I haven't been like digging for these. I only needed to see one and I was good.
My favorite one, though, I have to say. Okay, so first of all, she drops the two things. I guess Baker contacted Turtle Boy. And, you know, I'm on record and I screenshotted. I said, J7, take them down in that tone of text, you know? And she said, no, in her tone of fuck you. And I mean, but she was pissed off about other things. And that was her inappropriate response. And Baker took a hit for that. Oh my God. So then she did take them down. And in fact, we were all in the chat with Jess when Turtle Boy called Jess and was like, we were like, is this another 20-minute phone call where we're just going to talk to each other? What the hell's going on? And he was telling her, and she came back in and said, Jessica Walsh, are you in here? Are you in here? I mean, I could do my own skit saying all the parts. Like that's how much I feel like I've been there accidentally when all this shit happened. And Jess was like, I already deleted them. And yeah. So then there was another one that she released, which to me.
Let me say hello to Jennifer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Post Woke World. It is a new member. So thank you, Jennifer. Did you hear Jennifer's last live when she mentioned us? I think you were in the chat, actually.
I did. And I really appreciate it. So Post Woke World, we love your show. And she did a great interview with Jess, which we are going to listen to if Moons can stay up. But you know what? Also, I've discovered about Post Woke World. You know how I love to read a chat? She knows where all the bones are buried. Okay. She's my kind of gal.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Totally.
Yeah, we love your channel.
Yeah.
Love you.
You know, the good thing about all of this is for people like us, I don't know how long you've had your channel Post Woke, but we've only had ours like 5 weeks or something like that. And we've met so many great people during that time. Of course, we still have to pay Jess her 20%. Because I feel like that was another good example of how J7 did not explain something adequately for me. Okay.
I think we learned tonight. Jess is like over that joke. She's like, I don't want to hear it anymore. So we may not want to talk about that.
We have to hear it. I mean, come on. Like I was like, J7, this is your chance to say you didn't mean it, but I didn't hear that. So I don't care.
Yeah.
So now I'm just embracing it that yes, we do pay her 20%, even though we've never been paid a dime of anything, but that's okay.
Okay, so Sylvia, thank you for your 5. Again, she says I'm team JM, but the unpacking of the toys isn't enough to what was alluded to. Beautiful oceans. Where are you from? Domineering. See?
I am from planet what were we on tonight? 5th dimension. I'm the 5th dimension. Ooh, I never saw the texts. Where are they? Well, Sylvia, we're putting together a special package for you. We're going to name it Sylvia.
Well,
I mean,
and see,
I
the
don't
other
know where they
problem
are.
is her account got deleted, right?
No, she's activated.
She's,
That's a completely different thing.
but it's not there anymore, right?
Yeah, but, I mean, come on, girl. You don't screenshot everything. You have it all.
I'm
Come on.
just saying, like, if you were to search,
Oh.
Sylvia wouldn't be able to find it.
Okay, well, I'm saying we're going to provide it for her. Okay, I mean,
go for it.
whatever we have, you can have. But seriously,
Oh,
that is
God.
why Judge Jolene, part of the reason why I'm getting saved is because she doesn't want us to have to keep paying that 20%. And she is going to give us a StreamYard session with her. Because Moons, if you could just talk a little faster. And Jolene, she's really not her fault. We just tell people to put it on 1.5, you know?
I'm just gonna I guess I'm just gonna turn my filter off, like go into the command center and just flip it off so that I can talk faster. And
you have a filter?
My mouth is going to get me in trouble. I guarantee it.
What? You don't have a filter.
Filter.
I mean, do you have a filter? I'm like, what? What filter?
A filter.
I know what a filter is.
Filter?
Yeah, but you have one? You don't have one. Oh, never mind. Explain it to me later. Like, never mind. I just don't even want to know. I'm confused. Anyway, yeah, so there are a couple of texts, but the one that I was going to mention is, and I'm not sure that Aiden's ever seen this because Aiden had never seen the video where the expert is insinuating that he's accusing Jess without using her name. And again, I will use the carjacker analogy because if you see the carjacker and you know what he looks like, you don't need to know his name, and we are all going to know who you're talking about. But anyway, so in one of the texts, he suggests getting Turtle Boy the same type of gift that was gifted him that he was so offended by for Christmas.
Oh,
And
yes.
He sends her a link for it. He sends her a link for it. So
yeah.
Are you offended if you're going to get Turtle Boy that same thing? I really don't feel like.
And that's another text message
That's another text message. Yeah.
Jess shared. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, so basically, one of the conversations between Jess and Baker was about ghetto Chelsea and her body. And
poor Chelsea. I'm outraged
for
by
whatever
that.
reason. Baker and Jess were concerned about him getting involved with someone because he was on bail. And Baker recommended that they send Aiden a sex toy for Christmas. And he sent the URL link to Jess. And I guess the rest is history. But it just shows that, like, this man
very
is quite
offensive thing. Yeah.
Yes, he's quite comfortable with these items. And not only is he quite comfortable with these items, he's comfortable buying them for other men.
You know, hoes before bros. Okay.
I would have said.
I like this
Chelsea.
one. Documents, schmocuments. I love that. I really do. I totally agree with not watching a fundraiser the whole 12 hours. That was too much for me. Yeah, I like the way it was segmented because I feel like we learned the most from Yannetti. Like what he dropped up there was crazy when he explained how they were trying to make these texts look a certain way, but it was really in a whole different context. And I mean, I know that Turtle Boy's attorneys will be using that. And so, yay. Oh, no, not sex toys sent to a man with children in the house. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
And I have a little secret about
Uh-oh.
sex toys.
Oh, wait. Are you going to drop that right now? Come on. Okay.
No, I think I'm going to save it. I think J7 and I are going to.
Okay.
Drop
Really?
it.
You're still going to do that there? I don't think so. I don't think it's a bad idea, but you do you.
Yeah. I think J7 and I are going to go collaborate.
Okay.
But I have to do it under a disguise.
While you're doing that, Kane can come over here. Let's swap.
There you go. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah.
I need to get like a Dora wig,
Okay,
Dora backpack.
All right.
Go
You're
to
talking
J7's
too
house.
much. You're talking too much. Why are you telling everybody? What's wrong with you? Oh boy. No one puts
Yeah,
Jeff
maybe
in the
members
corner.
only. I don't know. We'll have to consult the content strategist, see what she says.
Who's the content strategist? Jolene? Yes. We can check with her. Glad to see us have just squared back. Right. And
Bull
you know,
skinny.
Go ahead.
Are you talking about the text messages?
Girl.
If you are, yes, they've been released. I have a feeling they're on Twitter. They could also be in our Facebook group.
They're also on my phone.
Because there was a period of time. There was on your phone, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Or in our text message thread, because you're always sending me shit.
Not anymore. You're on your own, babe. You and Jay-Z or J7. Jay-Z. That's your new name, J7. Jay-Z. I said let's change it to J1 because J1. Yeah.
Sylvia!
Is Sylvia back? Where is she? Sylvia, where did you come from? Thank you. Show me. Jess, please don't be mad at my curiosity. She's not. Listen, what Jess is mad at is all the people that have just been ridiculously horrible about all this. You know, Sylvia, we get you. Love you 1 time, 2 times. Wait, I'm Guatemalan. Where's Moons from? Moons?
So I live in Texas, so I'm often called a Mexican by default, but I'm actually Spanish. I'm European if you want to. We've done the 23andMe. We come from Spain. I'm Spanish and I don't know Spanish. I mean, I know a little bit, but not enough to be fluent.
Expert is a meathead. A total meathead. I'm sorry. Let me get the words right. I feel like I've only ever seen him be so cautious in what he says. But, you get to Tennessee, you get to Dollywood, and all bets are off. You just don't know what's going to happen.
Well, I'm glad that other people were saying that they couldn't understand his dialect. I don't know what's going on there. Everyone says he's sober, so I don't think he's under the influence or anything, but I could not understand what he was saying. I was kind of glad to hear some other people saying the same thing.
My kids have played for me rapper stuff, or I don't know what it is. It's this thing that nobody can ever understand what it is. And I understand it completely, and it pisses them off every single time. But I'm like, he said, blah, 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 whatever it is.
That is a really valuable skill because I'll tell you this. Music.
Mm-hmm.
I love certain songs and albums and bands, but it's based on the sound.
Mm-hmm.
It's not based on the words because my brain cannot listen to the words and understand the story of the song.
Right.
I can't, if I can't hear every word, I can't piece together the lyrics. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So when you
So
first
my
hear
brain
the song-
doesn't even like listen to the words unless it's like very blatant and repetitive, you know?
uh-huh. Like when you listen to a song, do you know like within the first 6 seconds whether you're gonna like it or not? Like
Oh,
right
yeah.
away. Yeah,
Yep.
me too.
Yeah. But it's based on like the vibe, the beat, you know? And I
Yeah,
hate
yeah, yeah.
songs that start out so
Slow.
slow for like the first
Hate
30
them.
seconds and then
Hate
they
'em.
get fast. And I'm like,
I'm already
I
gone.
don't even,
I'm not sticking around to hear you get fast.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
too long. Too long. Just go
Agreed.
back.
I love the segmented plan 12 hours because I knew who to go watch. Yannetti and Jess. Yes. And well, I never did get to watch Justice Served because I know that Linda talked about something that was important too. And I do sometime want to go back and listen to that part, but I like the fact that you can just listen to that. And also the very beginning when Brother Counsel was on there with his brother, that was really good too. You know, I like the lawyery parts. I think she's obsessed. I don't really think it's the First Amendment J7 is here for. Well, if you've watched her shows, she does care very much about people and politics and the world. You know, I think she really does. But and I think that she has really supported Turtle Boy, even though it's I mean, she's not in good
my
graces.
opinion, I see how she is with these men, right? And she gives them every last chance. I feel like she has like I don't know what it is, like an over trust or something. Even with Aiden.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. That's just my observation. Like the whole Team Jake thing.
While
That's
you're
got to
over
be a
there,
joke,
when
right?
you're over there co-hosting with her, you can do a whole series on these sorts of things.
Well, she
Just
might kick me
kidding.
to the curb after this live. We may not be her friends anymore.
No, we are her friends. If I wasn't her friend, I wouldn't say, listen, speak in an I statement when you're making a statement about something. Just do it and get it over with. It's just, then you don't have to hear about it. Oh my God, this light that I have is so bright.
I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to brag. Did you guys hear Nurse Kim talk about Oceans and I? I guess you have to be a member, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
She won't care. She won't care.
No,
Trust
no.
me.
No,
I saw that
no,
you
no.
wrote her an email without including me in it, but Kim, she meant both of us. We both feel that way.
No.
What is wrong with you? I swear to God. You will like you are a sneaky bitch, is what you are.
I don't like speaking for people. Like
I know, but you know what? We're gonna do therapy on
probably
that, but
because
not
I've
tonight.
gotten-
I knew why, but
Probably because I've gotten this mouth and these fingers get in trouble for the things that come out of them. That's
well,
probably
you know
why
what?
I don't speak
That's
for
why
anyone anymore.
I don't know why I felt compelled to show you the message that I wanted to send to somebody today, and you were like, no. Because I was like, if I was Moons, I would have just sent it. I would have just sent it. I'm very interested, but anywho, don't mind us.
I know you are, but
I know. Shh, you don't have to say
I
why.
can't say anything.
Okay. Shh. Let's read a Patrick Ford message in the chat.
Kane, I thought it was a joke.
What? What was the joke? What was a joke? I missed that. I was looking down to see where I could find a Patrick Fordism. That's what I'm going to call them.
I
It's
was
a
going to
Patrick
pull
Fordism.
up the post woke world interview. Do you want to? Are you playing
I
something?
thought you were going to play Nurse Kim.
No, I wasn't. I was just gonna. I was just gonna
Why?
mention it. I mean, we can. Do you have a timestamp?
I sent you
It's
the
a
text.
members only, so you
She
know, I
won't
get
care. It's 2 minutes. Trust me. Okay, Patrick Ford about Kate Peters. I've always liked Kate. She owns Turtle Boy. Okay. Patrick, giving a gaslighter fuel for the fire, not worth your time. Oh, but there were some really good ones. Best
so
way
you're
to
not
get
bringing up.
best way to get at an egomaniac is to stop feeding it. Words of wisdom. Okay. Go ahead and play whatever part you want to play. Sorry.
I was gonna play Jennifer's interview.
Yes.
Do you have
Absolutely.
any favorite moments that you want to go over on this?
No, I thought it was all good. I couldn't, like, without looking at the transcript, pick out something.
Yeah, I thought it was great. If you guys don't subscribe, let me give you the link and I'll pin it. This is definitely a must watch. Oh, I'm signed in as myself. I can't pin it. Shit. Oh well. Well, it's there, I
I
think.
was just laughing at Patrick Ford. Meredith coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So what are you saying? You can't pin it because Ocean's not knowing the 20% thing was a joke. Are you kidding me? I love the 20% thing, Kane. Now, damn it, I'm gonna have to get you back out of the chat over there.
Grab a post woke world link and put it in the chat and then pin it. But you need to be you need to do it YouTube.
Yeah, but are you playing the thing while I do that?
Or actually, I wonder if you put it into StreamYard, if I can. Nope, I can't pin it. Nope, never mind. I can play. So I have some timestamps, but I will be completely honest with you. My timestamps are just silly, fun.
Good.
There is a mention about J7 and Kane. Yeah, there's one at the end that's significant, but I skip over a lot. Obviously they talk a little bit about politics, everything Jess is about. It was a really great conversation. Her questions were so insightful.
Just play the ones you want, and then people can go back.
I know. I am.
Okay. Jolene.
I was introducing this to the audience.
Okay.
And I just have to say, this woman, her name is Jennifer.
I love.
She is amazing. The first time I listened to her speak, I could tell she was a intelligent, just almost intimidating woman to me. If I'm being frank. Like how, with your girlfriends or whatever, you want to like go for a cup of coffee or for lunch or something. I'm like, this lady is like, she would not want to waste her time of day with me. She's like way up here. She's amazing. You can tell she's been through a lot in life. I can tell why she sounds intelligent because she is a PA. Side note, she's going to start a YouTube channel with one of her mods, Doc Terry. I don't think it's a doctor. I can't remember her credential, but anyways, they're going to do like a medical YouTube show. So I'm really excited about that. I spent a lot of years working in the medical and healthcare fields. But anyways, she's just a really good human. I just love it when we stumble across people who can like really keep my attention. Erin says she's deep. Yes, she's deep. She talks about like psychological principles, and you can just tell like she's educated. I love her to death. I still have trust issues with these creators, and so I'm trying to like not totally fall in love because I have major trust issues. But so far, everything I've heard, she's amazing. Amazing. No, I don't think she's a psychic, but I did read she does talk about like some spiritual discernment. It does say my psychic, so I'm kind of interested to hear like what she has to say about that. Those are like some topics I like to hear. Okay, so Doc Terry is a nurse practitioner. Okay, super. Oh. So, yes, Bunny Murphy. Yes. Okay. Bunny Murphy is like the OG bunny, but not a Jess bunny. Anyways, Bunny Murphy right now, she's one of Jennifer's original channel members. So yes, thank you. Bunny Murphy, it's so good to see you. Yeah, so we're just so in love with post-woke world. I'm looking forward to seeing more. She actually has ideas of maybe doing like a little collab with us, which I was like, whoa, that's big. You're brave.
Okay, we'll address negative self-talk on another night. Because Lord, please get to the plane of the thing.
I gotta stay humble. All right,
Oh,
I'm playing.
Okay, they're humble and then modeling everything that you don't like.
Reserved or outgoing?
Okay, so let me turn it up. The volume's not very high. So she starts out with a little game, and she gives her 2 words, and she, tells her to pick 2 words. So this is the first one where I thought this was really cute. Really liked.
And reserved or outgoing?
I don't know if I've ever been reserved in my life. I mean, outgoing, I guess. Outgoing.
I just wanted to see how you would react to like.
I don't know. Please use the first word in a sentence.
Me and her.
I jumped ahead. Shit. But anyways, Jennifer, she has a bookcase behind her. She has a really cute house. You can see when she's like on a wider screen, you can see her staircase behind her. She does her lives from her living room, so you can see her couch. She has a few dogs, I think. And one of the lives that I was watching, one of the big dogs, like I can't think of the breed at the moment. Bunny Murphy probably knows, but one of the big dogs like jumps on her back from behind her, like he's trying to play or something. But anyways, she has these cutest dogs, and she's always like letting them outside, and I think she like fed them one day while she was on live. So I love the just casual nature of her studio per se.
The first word in a sentence.
Great Dane.
I don't know what that means.
Oh my God. Reserved, like more introvert people who are reserved are, so this is a psychological principle or whatever, but like people who are more reserved or introverted, they actually, when they're around people and they're interacting a lot, they get more tired. And people who are more outgoing and extroverted actually can become more energized. And we need both people in the world, right? But it's just like the difference,
I have a hard time leaving my house, but once I get out, I'm fine.
Right, right.
It's very attractive to stay at home. But once I get out, I'm great. And my social battery can go for a long time. But once
that's good though. That's resilience, honestly. That what you're describing to me is resilience, honestly. That's what it sounds like.
I don't know. I'm tired sometimes. I'm 50. I get tired.
Well, that's what I'm saying. One of the reasons why I started following you, because I was doing I was in Idaho 4 land, which there's lots of rabbit holes and craziness. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I did some geopolitics because I got interested in the war and stuff. And then I got done with that. And, you know, I just really caught my attention because I'm listening to you and I'm like wanting to do things like get up and I don't know, get out of my house. Okay.
Go drive around for 5 hours.
Yeah. Like go out and just start like, you know, riding around, trying to, you know, save a dog.
Not hit it, just save it. Yeah.
Like maybe go out and see what's going on with the construction down the road. What are you guys up to? You know, that kind of shit. And no, all joking aside, it did for me what I think it does for a lot of women in you know, our kind of age group. And if people don't understand it, it's okay. But
Right.
I think it's very important to those of us who do understand it, to you know, people, not everybody's going to understand everything, you know, not everything's for everybody, but
I'm not for everybody, that's for sure.
and it's, you know, anyway, moving on. So
Yes.
So you can just tell she's just so articulate with her words, the way she describes things. I've heard her talk about how she sees the world in ecosystems, and obviously she can, you know, explain it way better than I can, but that's actually something I have in common with her is I tend to not look at, you know, one-to-one relationships. I tend to like step back and look at the entire system as a whole before I sort of make an opinion. And I just relate to her thinking a lot. So that one was funny, and it was a good reminder. She's exactly right. All the reasons we enjoy Jess.
What's missing with a lot of people, I think, like the more that you like can, I say it all the time, like you've got to overshare a little, you've got to be vulnerable, you've got to be self-deprecating, you have to share the bad shit. And then when you do, I think either people listen because they're like, oh, that's just like me, or they're like, I am so much better than this bitch and I feel good about myself. So you know what I mean? Like
right.
it's
Either
a
way,
win-win.
whatever it is for them, it doesn't matter, right? You're just
I don't,
I get
no,
it.
so
I'm
I
the
always
same
thought
way.
it would kind of, it was always just about carving out that space. It was never about like, I don't think I could do it, or it wouldn't be the same way. And I'm in that space right now where it's like, here I am, and it's kind of small, you know what I mean? But if I could just get to the next space where we're a little bigger, I would just be doing the same thing there. And it would just be like a bigger pool of people listening. And I think it would have the same reaction.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you have the ability to, you know, draw people in. You know, you're charismatic. You're obviously very intelligent, but you're perceptive in ways that most people aren't. And that's unique, you know, and that is something I think can disarm people. And some people don't understand it. It makes them upset, or they don't understand. I don't know if you know what I mean. Does it feel that way for you?
I think,
am I misjudging this, or is it that like?
No, I mean, I've always had, when you give your opinion enough,
Mm-hmm.
like more people hear it, and you realize like not everybody is like you. Not everybody's been raised the same. Not everybody has the same values. I mean, I'm a Republican in Massachusetts, so you know, I'm very limited on like peers. You know what I mean? Like as far as politically and stuff. So I'm very used to like, you know, when I say what I want and how I want to say it, there's usually the majority of the people don't like it, especially in politics in Massachusetts. So I'm very used to it. I don't mind it. You know, personal attacks can get very difficult, but I think honestly, being out here, like in this area right now with the YouTube and especially X, which has so many wonderful things the downside of that is it is really unfiltered and people can say whatever they want and it can be cruel. But I think because the frequency of people making fun of me, my teeth, my weight, everything, once it happens so much, it like somehow like just it's not as potent as it is, you know, back on the Facebook
You
days,
build
I
up
guess.
that armor. You're able to build up that armor that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm like,
I
oh,
mean,
there's another burner account with my ass on it. Oh my God. You know what I mean?
you're
Like,
wow,
it's like
so
the 10th one.
insightful. Like,
Yeah.
what a great joke you came up with.
Like,
Holy
be
shit.
original.
Exactly. Can you could come up with something a little different?
But it
I
is,
might laugh.
and I'm not being facetious when I say that. I really just get desensitized to it over time.
No, it totally makes sense. I mean,
Okay, so she starts out talking about Jess is talking about oversharing, sharing the bad shit, being vulnerable, self-deprecating, and I sort of reflected in that moment and started to think about our show. So here's an exercise. Can you think of an example where you have overshared or shared the bad shit, been vulnerable, been self-deprecating? Or do we need to do that more?
I'm doing just fine. I don't know about you.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
I mean, well, do you have an example? Like since we've been on here that you've overshared?
No.
I don't feel like that.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Not that I can think of.
Honestly, okay, so let's talk about what some people might think is oversharing. And the one thing that I think of with Jess is when she talks about money. People get so pissed off, like she's oversharing.
Right.
My answer to that is the problem is that we have grown up where money is a secret topic. Nobody talks about it. You're told, don't talk about money. That's rude. Like that was like something like my parents were like, you don't talk about money, you know?
Right.
It's like, I don't know. I know it's a generational thing. It's a cultural thing, whatever, but we don't teach our kids about it. And that is why I struggled with money. If I'm oversharing, I struggle still with money, just like figuring like a budget. What? I can't. But anyway, yeah. So money is taboo. It is a taboo subject, as is sex. And we've seen money and talking about money being used against Jess. We've seen sex being used against Jess, which is ridiculous. I mean, those should not be taboo topics. And I feel like those are two big ones. Like politics, not even so much. I feel like those haven't been the ones that people have objected to as much as they object about seeing her analysis of a channel, of how it's doing, or talking about money or paying her bills, or the fact that she had a car repoed and can tell that story without embarrassment. Like people want to shame her for that. To me, those are things that we should be able to talk about. And I feel like people have really been pissed off at her about. And that's because they are not free to talk about money because you're conditioned to think that way.
Right.
I just really feel like, I don't know. I haven't had any. I don't know. I don't know what the opportunity would be to overshare.
Well, you know what's interesting is, so Ocean and I started talking about like fun things to do on the show, and we actually asked AI and it gave us a bunch of really good ideas. And one of them is that silly game that you play. What is it called? Like Two Truths and a Lie?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
And you try and guess the lie.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started writing things out that I thought would be interesting. So maybe we should do that tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. And the funny thing about you and me is that you would write them down and I would just think them up. But that is just their two different
because you're
approaches.
smarty pants and my brain does not do that.
That's right, Jolene. So stop picking on her. She has a legitimate story behind that. But until then, put it on 1.5 or 2 Yeah, I get that. I get that. But I feel like sometimes I get judged for not doing it ahead of time, but I know that I'm going to be able to think of something. Um, because being prepared is a good thing. Moons, what do you think Jess is overshared? And when I said I don't think she's overshared, but I think she gets judged on oversharing those things.
You know what's interesting about your question, Bolasketty? I don't think she's overshared anything. I try and I don't know if fight against is the right word, but things that are taboo and things that are, off limits, I reflect and I ask myself, like, why are they off limits? And it's usually not a good enough reason for me. It's almost more beneficial to just overshare. So like the money argument, okay, I understand. I do, as a parent, it's very important for me to teach my children, like, stay humble, right? Um, but at the same time, like, for example, Jess is in a position where she wants to share her experience with other women so that they can start their own channels, maybe follow in her footsteps in a way, like, sort of like mold their own business plan.
Or
Um,
whatever they want to do. As far as
yeah,
it doesn't have to be this, but yeah.
but like, here's my experience. Here's what brought me success. Take it or leave it. Um, it's just additional information. Like, we all know she had a $10,000 December, right?
Mhm.
I would have never, ever, ever known that someone was capable, or just the possibility was even there, that YouTube, of all things, could provide that sort of income for someone. It kind of opened my mind. And, trust me, it didn't make me want to, like, get a mic and go live. Like, trust me, like, it was just like, whoa, like, that's a lot of money. Like, that could change someone's life. You think about all of the people who are struggling, and it's like, what if they knew that you could do this? Would they do it? Would it help their lives? And so I understand, where people are coming from when they think, Jess needs to stay humble, and, maybe she's oversharing or whatever, but I see it a little bit differently. And maybe it's because I didn't come from wealth. I actually worked for our Texas Medicaid program for many years, and I've seen, a lot of women and children who, are at the poverty level or below, and just, kind of seeing, like, how they live, and it's eye-opening, you know? I think that's the part that, like, helps me stay humble, and then the other part is I'm learning, like, this is additional information for me. I'm new to YouTube. I mean, you think about, like, Mr. Beast, right? Like, okay, I can understand that sort of success. I don't see, I mean, no offense to Jess, I don't see any sort of Mr. Beast qualities in Jess. I feel like she's more of a common person with talent, with skills to do this. Um, so anyways, I just see it more of like it's additional information for someone, and it could be life-changing for somebody. Who knows? Yeah, I won't get into all that, but if you and I, or whatever this show, sets us out to do, if we are ever in the same position as Jess, I will probably be saying, like, okay, this has been life-changing. This has, you know, put me on a path to, like, do what I love, like, do what I'm passionate about, which is more of the content creation that you guys have seen,
Mhm.
and strategy and things like that, like helping businesses grow with content and social media. But the YouTube thing, like, this was not in the plan.
Right.
But it's been
Right.
fun, like, it is what it is. It's one of those things, like, let's just try it. Let's just jump in and try it and see what happens. Um, obviously we had the whole thing with Jimmy and the producer thing, and I've actually got another lead for something else, and so it's all it's working out, I guess. It's been all positive, other than going to Twitter and swarming with the cesspool. But anyways, I went off on a tangent.
The only other thing
Okay.
I would say in my mind that I would not talk about my kids like she does. And I say that's great that her kids don't mind it, that they enjoy it, that they are, open about it. My kids would kill me. They don't want me on here,
Yep.
and they sure as hell don't want to be involved
Yeah.
at all, period.
And that
And
is
I
one thing
respect
that sorry, go ahead, finish
No, I
your
was going to
thought.
say I respect that, but her kids embrace it, so that's great, But I just
Yep.
wouldn't.
Yeah. And one of the things you and I talked about was like what we didn't want to do or what we didn't want to discuss. And that was one of the things that you and I talked about is I don't want to make my children content.
Mhm.
It's just not something I want to do. I mean, even with them being on camera, I had to have a conversation with each one of them. Like, this is what mom's going to be doing. If you don't want to be on camera, don't come past here. And some of them are fine with it. And some of them, they stay over there. But my kids are younger, I feel like it might change as they get older, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I think Jess is in a really good spot. She's,
Yeah.
she just, one of them got married and one's in college, and then Georgia's about to graduate high school. Yeah, I
Mhm.
think they're mature enough to where they can decide, like, Mom, I don't want you to talk about me, or Mom, I don't care. They're all really good conversations to have with our kids in this sort of social media age.
I thought tonight one of them was calling. I don't know if it was one of her kids or not, but I'm like, oh my God, just tell him you're going to have to call him back. We can't stop. We got to keep going. In the interview.
One of my kids?
No, one
One
of
of my
her kids. One of her kids.
Oh.
I don't know if it was a kid or
Yeah.
not. I don't know who
Yeah.
it was. But
Yeah.
yeah. So that was a really long answer.
Yeah, it was.
don't
We
even
kind of
remember.
got off on a tangent, but I've got the next clip. Ready?
Okay.
Chat on too, so I can see them now. I've had it off the whole time.
Oh, great. Okay. Jay Walsh is in the house. Jay, well, I've talked about you a couple times on my show, girl. All just like good stuff. I think you're great. I watched your show with Kane. I thought it was really good.
Listen,
Very
the hottest conversation behind the scenes outside of everything that's going on with like the Baker and Aiden and everything is that nobody thought that the Jay Walsh and Kane show would be as big of an interest. It's actually good. I don't know how or why it works. It fucking works. I can't help it.
Underrated, right? Like I watched it last night. I'm like, this show is so underrated. Like, why do you have under 1,000 subs right now? They're so good, and you got them together. Didn't they somehow get together?
Listen, I'm not sure I'm ready to take credit for that, Jennifer. However, with that being said, it does seem like they kind of like how he is really works with her, and it is interesting because she is like so elevated and emotional and like aggressive, and Kane's just like every 5 seconds taking a sip out of his beer. He's like, yeah, he's like, that's like a really interesting take, and I'm like,
he's like her. He handles her. He kind of like Tom. He massages her. Like you were saying, you know what I mean? He finesses and stuff, and she calms down. And it's like I love the dynamic.
I do. He's actually made himself far more lovable than he ever was when he was on my show.
That's what I said. I'm like, this guy's likable. I feel like I didn't like him before. Now I like him.
He's not Pat Ford status, but he is like, he's better than Jake at this point. That's my take. Who would have thought?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. So I thought that was a cute little clip.
I don't ever like to compliment Kane.
He's growing on us again, but I think that the pair.
I never unsubscribed from Kane, you bitches. Okay, so I was always there, and I loved his channel when she forced us to go over there. And
Yep.
He has been remarkable, and I've said it a million times. He was remarkable with J7 the night that I was like, holy shit, what is about to happen right here? Yeah. And then he's been there ever since.
Yeah, I really like their balance. They're a good pair. And I think we've sort of seen a different side of Kane through all this. He stayed very level-headed, and yeah, I just think he's been a good support to Jess.
Mhm.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. Karen is in the chat with the Harbor Lounge. She says, once they get to 11 or 12, I'm more careful what I say. Yeah. That I like to say, you know, other than my F-bombs and things, like I think that's what my filter is like I genuinely know that there is a possibility that whatever I say right now could be watched in 20 years by one of my children. And what am I saying? You know, like just accountability, you know. Um so anyways, I sort of treat, you know, what comes out of my mouth like, you know, like anyone could hear what I'm saying, you know, or anyone could read the words I'm typing out online, you know. So I guess that's just how
Oh,
I sort of
and believe
treat
me,
it
and
every
then
day.
they're clipped and dipped and shipped immediately. Was that the last part of the interview, or did you have more?
There's one more.
Okay.
I was reading the chat. I kind of got behind. Karen, she says, "Oh, I can't stop the F bombs." Yeah, I'm honestly I'm guilty of it. Like, yay! Bunny Murphy says we're at 982 subs. We're so close to the 1,000 mark. That's awesome. Thank
Yeah, thank you
you.
guys. Thank you very much. Get out there and coerce everyone you can into it. And then I hope Rebecca Lavoie doesn't write to us and say that we're breaking the rules. Like somebody wrote in the chat in the Facebook group, like have it on every thing you own and just let it play. And she wrote something about that's breaking the terms or something. Bye,
Good night,
Bolasketty.
good to see you. Yeah, I Karen, with the cursing, like my kids know if I'm raising my voice and I'm dropping F-bombs, mom is not happy. Sorry. But they're a little bit older now, you know, like we used to have issues with, you know, them going to school and like saying certain things. And now they kind of get it. Like, okay, that's not a word I'm supposed to repeat. So yeah, anyways, let me play this last one.
Was a little upset that she had to do that. I felt like you kind of felt, I heard that you didn't want to.
I was a little mad at Jessica because I think everybody understood the stream. I was trying to do a live stream and I was distracted and it was falling flat and everybody was there and I couldn't look at the chat because I was working. So it was like, what are we going to do? And I looked up and somebody had suggested it. It could have even been Jessica herself, right? And she would be like, let me come in. And then Jill came in and it actually made me relax. I could focus and I really trusted that they would take it in a good place. And I think it was too soon for Jessica. She was too angry and vulnerable and mad at him. And she took the shot and she, you know, started a conversation that we shouldn't have had. I mean, it was 2 minutes long. I mean, I can't believe all this. And then I fucking apologized about it. And because it was two parts. It was one, it was like, he's right. Like, I have a far bigger viewing audience than Jessica, right? Even at the time, I don't even think she had her channel. And so I could see him being like, you know, you got all these followers listening to her talk, but that's crazy. So I was 100% in agreement with that. It was the wrong thing to do. The second was like, I didn't like that she was using my platform either. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly,
you know,
yeah.
right. Like,
and that's fair, because once you have one, you understand the consequences.
Yes,
that's fair.
So it was multifaceted and I pushed back on her and we got into an argument over it too. And I was like, I should have never done that. And I don't know. And then it was after that, it was like, that wasn't enough. And then I kept
Right,
seeing
right.
comments, and then, you know, of course, I started talking about the fleshlight and joking about it, and then here we are.
Which, by
Somebody's
the way,
very
is
sensitive.
hilarious. I maintain is hilarious. Okay, I'm sorry.
If you read his text messages, or I'm sorry, if you read his sext messages,
Mhm,
the fleshlight would not seem out of line. Like
mhm,
it all lines up. So,
right.
you know,
Yeah.
that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, so that's it. So you have received some advice from some creators this week, specifically, you know, on how you should move forward and operate your platform. I'll call it unsolicited advice. I would call it. Do you have any advice to give any creators out there? You don't have, you can be specific or not, just general, however you want. You know, I'm just curious if you have any advice for people. Unsolicited advice.
Unsolicited advice is don't copy me whatsoever. Do the exact opposite. All right. So unsolicited advice. All right. First things first.
I'm a realist. Sorry.
First things first. I'm the realist. The first things first is there are high highs and low lows here. Okay. And I think that is because there's high risk and high reward. But with high risk, there's the chance for shit to fuck up. Right. And I think that you have to be able to weather you have to remember the days where it's absolutely crazy and it's awesome. And though it's just like if you're a bartender, some nights you kill it during the week and some nights they suck, or even over the month, right? But you average it all together and you're like, okay, this isn't bad. I'm making a living. It's a good life work balance, whatever. There are high highs and low lows. You have to be able to accept both of those. It's very rarely just like right in the
Put up with that guy.
Sorry. Did I do that?
Oh, I think you took it down.
What?
I think you took it down.
I didn't. Here it is. Let me add that back. Sorry. I don't know what happened. It just started playing.
trying to get better at it is because this job is like at home, right? It's very hard to like walk out the door and leave it at work. You know, my life is here. It's right outside the door. Like they're there.
So it's always kind of like, oh, maybe you should do this or work on that or whatever.
Yeah, I don't even have a drive home where I can kind of like come down. Sometimes I'll walk out the door and I'm like ready to start talking about shit that happened, you know, even in the best way. Like, oh, we did chat roulette tonight and it was crazy. We met a guy that was on like fucking meth. Like you want to talk about it. And I hear feedback from like my family, especially Jeff, like he doesn't talk about his job 1/100th of what I talk about mine. And so trying to set up some boundaries at home is probably like very important. And then it's also like bartending too, like making the drinks is easy and everybody will eventually figure that out. It's the personality when you're behind the bar and how you talk. And so I think you'll figure out YouTube, you'll figure out StreamYard, you'll figure out all that stuff. But like, I don't know. And then the last thing I would say is look around you and see what everybody's doing and do the opposite or do something completely different. It started in the courtroom with Karen Reed. You know, everybody was typing on their laptops, but they were typing not only what everybody else was seeing, but what everybody could see at home. And I was like, well, nobody can see the jurors. Nobody can see what this room looks like.
No,
you know,
that was such a great, oh my God, it was incredible what you did.
And once you find you're doing something different, somebody's going to notice that. Melanie Little noticed it for me. And I mean, I got so many followers.
That's how I started following you. That's how I,
Melanie, yeah.
I mean, that's when I saw you on, and I don't even go on there that much. I think that might have been it. And then what we met, which is interesting, like, it was during the second trial.
Yes.
And you were just so cool. You were just like, I remember by the way.
I was sitting down across the street, right?
Yeah.
I remember.
By the way, you are tiny. So I just want to correct the record. You are tiny. Okay. So you were just sitting there like this. You were so cute and you were on your laptop.
I was.
And you were just smiling and just so nice. So
I remember when you came right over to me. I remember you gave me stickers. It's still on my other laptop, actually.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I met a really, like I said, the energy was great and stuff. And it was great. But
so that was pretty much it. She totally read my mind in that moment, which is talking about, Jess really thrives on feedback. She needs to hear the positive. She needs to hear what's working. She needs to hear what's not working. Yeah, so it was all really good advice, I think, for you and I, especially for the channel. And yeah.
I just left I put a couple up here, and if I say there's a piece of shit with a crew cut and always wears sunglasses, even inside, who says I mean the expert? LOL. You might, because people are like, I don't even know who this guy is. Who is this guy? So was that it, or did you have another one? Are you looking for a comment?
No, I thought I had another one, but it's okay. Go for it. Here,
One
I'll
of the
take this
things
down.
I remember about hearing her say, because, and I said this to you about the word perceptive, or yeah, I think it was perceptive, but she used
Perspective?
Was it perspective? I don't
know.
One was perception. I don't know, but she used two words like together that I thought really nailed who Jess is. And it's how you look at the world, and then how you organize things, and then how you are able to speak those things. And that is something that Jess does really well. Like, has a view, sort of like what you were saying before, that overall view. Yep. And the other thing, like when I was thinking about that, she understands how to look at money and figure things out like really quickly that other people are like, I don't exactly know what that means. So I just feel like I look at that as like information for the rest of us who might not know. So this, I don't know if it's going to start playing. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to Russian roulette this right now.
Okay.
I think that patience. I think patience is a virtue. I think she has a plan for you. I don't know if it's going to end. I don't know whether she means a positive or negative plan, and I hope I never.
Well, she said she's going to ruin me, so I always got to keep that in the back of my mind that one day it could just be one of these things, and I'm like, I did not see this coming, and boom,
you're not under contract.
2x4 against the fucking back of the head, So you just never know. I stay vigilant.
If someone's
my distance.
Hey, listen, it can't be my turn forever. Someone's gonna step up to the plate. I'm gonna have CTE if this continues. Yes. I can't take much more.
True. I know that's true. I gotta get in some kind of war here. Fuck with somebody, say something really awful, and get somebody really mad.
Dude.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna happen.
Want to know something? The worst part of my day, I was catching a little Emotions Moons live before this.
Emotions.
Moons was sitting up so straight. The posture on that girl is offensive.
Really?
Offensive.
I'm trying to start a beef.
Oh, got it.
Working.
But it's not gonna be hard because she's like not really like she has no backbone to come back at you. You know what I mean? I think that's the problem with Moods. Like she doesn't have a backbone, so why would she even do a show on the internet? She has no guts, nothing good to say. She's boring, and she hate. You know what? I'm gonna say this. We don't want to start this war. They hate each other too. They do not like to be with each other. They each want a new partner. You can feel it because how many times does she have to say on the chat? They both say it at different times. We wish we were like J7 and Kane. Look, they're so good together. They hate each other. Mark my words. If Moons could, honestly, I think Oceans is the one that would like cut the throat. If she could get rid of Moons, if Ocean knew how to do production, Moons would be gone. That would be my prediction. She's looking out there and she sees a lot of fish in the sea. So
if you only knew.
And look, Moons, you can come over here and produce. If she kicks you out, you got a home here, and we will continue the war. And you bring some of your viewers with you. We'll take some of those.
Yeah, if they're brave enough.
Yeah. So
I don't know if their viewers are tough enough to be over here.
Challenge.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, I think it might be different people. I don't even know. I think it is totally different people, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sometimes we're on at the same time and we got the same amount of people or so. And
yeah. So there's a big rewatch crew that goes on.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they do a good job.
The episode from last night's at like 1,800.
And also like them hating each other, like is good for the show. So
dude,
keep it up, girls.
Popped into my head the other night. Remember when Jake said the other day he doesn't?
I love Kane.
I know. know.
gosh.
They're both funny. They really are. But he kills me.
Well,
His comment, I don't know he was kidding. And he had to explain it to me. Well, thank you. Because women are dumb and shouldn't be able to vote, according to King.
Well,
And
you sort of ghosted me on, was it
Me?
Monday?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
was answering Jolene's messages. I was busy, girl. Because Jolene, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm trying to
Everybody's
bring
so
her with me because I said
concerned.
no moons left behind. It's just been a bad
Yeah.
week. It's been a bad week.
Yeah. Yeah. It could be the beginning of the split,
Yeah, could be. Could
the
be.
division, the ultimate division.
Could be. You never know. You never know. Stay posted. On that note, Moons, I think we should mosey on out of here.
All right. All right. You don't have to
We'll
tell me twice.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. We don't know what Cane-splaining. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Cane-splaining.
Thank you guys so much for all of the super chats today. I'm like scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I'm so grateful. This is awesome.
Yeah.
All the
we love-
memberships, gifted memberships. Oh, love it. Thank you to our mods. I think there was a few mods in here today.
I don't know, but our chat is so nice. I'm sure that there were. Oh, look. Oh, that's you. Never mind.
I think Cajun was here.
Yes, Cajun was here. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's all good.
Might have been a few others lurking. Good night, Crystal. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm assuming Jess is going on again tomorrow, same time. So do you
Whatever.
want to do the same thing?
Yeah.
Do late night?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
just be ready to go if she ends early. Because
Yeah,
I mean,
think
there's
that's a good
really no
idea.
sense going ahead when it's so much more fun to.
I
see
know.
what-
Well,
what
and
is
also
happening.
Scott and Karen, the Harbor Lounge, they are going on at 6:30. So usually we would kind of go on
Yeah.
like at 5-ish or something. But
Not going on
anyways,
at
it works out.
I could barely get here at 11 or 10 or whatever the hell time we got on here. What time was it? Oh, anyway, who was our daddy Dom? I like it.
It was only 12:30 your time, so
Yeah.
we'll see what the analytics say. Should we go late or should we stay with maybe a pregame? But
No, we're not pre-gaming tomorrow, are we?
It's just-
No.
it's just trial and error, trial and error.
Yeah.
trial and
But
error.
for now, I'd say we're after, right? Like we want to see what happens.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah.
so. This was good. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
was
liked
good.
it.
I have no idea what tomorrow's show is going to be on. If she's her what is it called? Mini series. I don't know.
I don't know. She's still doing a
I don't know
miniseries.
who's being featured. So
Anyway,
all righty. Let's
thanks
see.
for coming, you guys. Thank you to the rewatch, whatever it's called. Why the hell can I never remember? What is it called? You missed it, and now you're watching it, and thank you for doing that.
Do we want to play the thank you video for Jess, or do we want to play Kelsey?
Can we play one of your songs? One of the ones we made the other night? Or 'cause there's no video? Not Kelsey's because
you
it's
want to
kinda
just play the
sad.
intro?
Sure.
Oh, you want like the risky or
Yeah, let's do risky. Or play them both. I don't know. We can play both because people have different styles. Oh,
yeah, I'm
risky.
telling you, she hunted me down.
I saw.
She wanted the link to the what was it? The bunny,
I want to say, did I miss the answer
all
to this
the
question?
bunnies
The
to the
Home
yard.
Depot. Did I miss that? Home Depot? Red Room. That's right.
Okay. It's risky or all the bunnies in the yard.
Can't do both.
Yeah, we can.
All right.
Yeah. Drop the leashes. Bring the bunnies out. Machado has the bunnies pulling up to the yard. It might look easy, but this shit's hard. We got the receipts, we're settling scores. You already know our chat is better than yours. Yeah. Our chat is better than yours. Yeah. We see the drama and we're ready to play. Drop the leashes, get out of the way. We can't be tamed, we're off the chain. Everybody knows who's running the game. Hold up, wait a minute, look at the proof. No lies here, we're all about the truth. Fighting for justice, keeping it real. We don't back down, we got balls of steel. Machado has the bunnies pulling up to the yard. It might look easy, but this shit's hard. We got the receipts, we're settling scores. You already know our chat is better than yours. Yeah. Our chat is better than yours. Screenshots ready, we don't miss a beat. Walking right through the fire and the heat. Haters gonna hate, let them stay mad. We got the strongest squad they ever had. Hold up, wait a minute, look at the proof. No lies here, we're all about the truth. Fighting for justice, keeping it real. We don't back down, we got bars of steel. Drop the leashes, let the bunnies run wild. We got the facts all stacked and compiled. We're all about the truth, yeah, we make it known. We can't be tamed, we're in the zone. Bunnies out. Our chat is better than yours. Haters gonna hate.
Baker's watching you and how many were in your chat and announced he had as many as you. Well, that's good. We've been here 5 weeks. So that's I consider that a compliment. Thank you.
Thank you, Baker.
Yeah. Ocean and Moon's on the mic. Drop the leashes. Let's go. Ocean. Yeah. Let's go. The stream is going viral. The drama's in a spiral. We're watching the screen to see what it takes. We are the bunnies. We ain't no fakes. You're typing in caps, you're looking for fame. You're trying to play a ridiculous game, but we got the proof and we know your name. And yes, it's chat. You stay in your lane. It's risky to run the chat, to run the chat where the bunny's at. It's risky. How is it? It's risky. Risky. It's risky to drop the T for all to see. It's risky. How is it? It's risky. Now haters gonna hate, but we're holding the floor. The trolls get mad, but we're bringing more. We got the receipts, we're ready to show. We drop the leashes and go. You think you're tough behind the screen, the wildest stuff that we've ever seen. But our chat is better, we got balls of steel. We call out the lies and we keep it real. It's risky to run the chat, to run the chat where the bunny's at. It's risky. How is it? It's risky. It's risky to drop the T for all to see. It's risky. How is it? It's risky. Now listen up close to the rule of the map. When in her chat, don't give her no crap for the slightest thing and she just might snap.
She's got bad bunnies, and they ain't going away. She's got bad bunnies, and they're here to stay.
bunnies at? It's risky. How is it? It's risky. 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 It's risky to drop the T, for all to see. It's risky. How is it? It's risky. 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 Our chat is better than yours. Stay in your lane. Go.
Night moons.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
Night.
See you tomorrow.